Hello, today we're going to cook these beef ribs here. Beef ribs are good. So we'll see how these will be. There you go. Oh, those look good, don't they? I'll wash them off here a little bit. I like to wash a lot of this old stuff off here best I can. You don't want to get so much. Okay. Now I'm going to take this paper towel I got over here and pat it down a little bit. Get some of the water off of it. I'll wet this plate. We'll take a smaller piece here and do the same thing to it. Okay, now a rack of ribs like this that stands this tall, you can't stand them up in this basket like this. So you have to cut them and lay them in there like that. It's all the same thing. So I cut one, I will cut this one. Put it in there. Now this one will fit in there, like that. And now for this one, if I keep it off the floor, I'll cut it one time. Stick it right down in there like that. I know you can't see that because I can tell you from here you can't see it. Because I can't see it through the viewfinder. But anyway, here's what they look like. Can't move the camera much around much with all this grease on my hands and blood and meat. But anyway, that's what they are like this. And now, you see you can get them all in there like that. And then when I start to cook them, I'm going to cook them on the high pressure. And so we'll be back in a minute. Okay, now I'll put a little over a cup of water in my Ninja FOODi here. Now we'll take these ribs here and set them down in there. Then we'll take my pressure lid, and as always, I like to do these for people that's never done it before anyway, so always make sure this is in the back. You turn your little valve there over to seal. That's really important. You put the lid on and you line your arrows up right here. Turn it clockwise till it stops. And make sure your seal button's on there again. Make sure it's sealed. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the power, and we'll hit pressure, and we'll leave it on high, and we'll set it for 20 minutes. Okay, now we'll hit the start button. Let's go run around and around here chasing those little lines. Let's go do this for the amount of stuff I've got in there, I'd say for about 10 minutes. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, now the red button's popped up back here on the back of the FOODi here. And that tells you that it's pressurized now. And so it won't be long. It's been about almost 15 minutes since it started. So we'll come on down here now, and this it'll start counting down the minutes in a second or two. It usually don't take it too long after the button comes up for it to start counting down the cook time minutes. Okay, now it's started counting down. Now we've only got 19 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. We'll be ready to do some more cooking. Almost 25 seconds now till cook time is up. Had 20 minutes set on there. And now when it gets down to 0, I'm going to let it just have a natural release for about 5 minutes. And so when it gets down to 0, this, well, I'll show you when it gets there. I think I got 2 more seconds. So now it says done. And then it goes into the cycle of, it says keep warm down here, and a little red indicator light comes on, and it starts counting up the seconds. So this way you know exactly when it's been sitting there for 5 minutes. So you want to let it sit there for 5 minutes, have a natural release on it, and then we'll get back to it. We're almost at 5 minutes. Now I'm going to release this valve up here on the top. And when I release this valve, there's no use in me saying anything else, because for some reason or another it just overwhelms everything. You can't hear anything anybody says. So I'm going to turn it to my right, and it's going to start coming out. Okay, now the steam's almost stopped coming out of it. I've released it about 2 minutes ago, and it's slowed way down. So it should be about ready to drop that red pin. And there it went. Now, the lid is loose again. So let's see what we've got in this pot. Alright, always remember when you pick this lid up, first thing you do is turn it counterclockwise, and you lift it up away from your face. Whew, look at those ribs. And carry it over to the sink face up, because if you don't, you're going to run water all over the sink. Your wife will not be happy. You're not going to be happy either, because one of them's going to have to get it up. Now, let's see how we're going to do with these things. Boy, those things right there now, that's fall off the bone beef ribs right there. Pull these big bones out of there, and it wasn't nothing to it. All you had to do is pick them up and they come out. Of course, there's still a little bit of meat on that one there. I'll get it off later. But now, we got this beautiful pot of beef ribs over here. And so I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on them and put them back in that crisper and let them go for about 10 minutes. Now this is that KC Masterpiece Barbecue Sauce Private Stock. This is pretty good stuff right here. If you've never tried it, you might want to give it a try. Spread it out a little bit. All right. Now, see if I can get it back over there in this pot. Now I got them back in the pot here. We'll close the lid. We'll turn on the power. We'll hit air crisp. We'll leave it at 390, and we'll put them in there for 7 minutes, and I'll take a look at them. Okay, now we'll hit the start button. There you go. Now, let them bad boys cook. 30 seconds now. Well, I've got a second. If y'all can, give me a thumbs up and join my channel. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much, all you people that's joined my channel and give me my thumbs up too. I sure do appreciate it more than you'll ever know. Now we're down to 10 seconds. And we're going to take a look at them. The way these things smell is unbelievable. This is one of those times I wish we had smell-o-vision again here. Okay, so it's cool. And done. So let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, you see that barbecue sauce just bubbling up on those things? Where's the fork? Oh, look at that fork. That fork just falls through this beef. That's looking pretty good right there now. That's it for this beef ribs here. If I can get them out of this pot one more time without hurting myself. Set them back over here on this plate. I'll be about ready to dive into them here. And don't let nobody kid you, this thing is hot. And this bowl here, it sure does retain its, this bowl here, it sure does retain the heat, so you have to watch it because it stays warm for a while. Now, I just want y'all to look at these ribs. I'm going to taste them in just a minute. As soon as they cool down just a hair, but don't those look great? Okay, here's a nice piece right there I got off of there. I don't drop it in the floor. Okay, there you have it. That's this beef rib rack in this Ninja FOODi here. Now I had to cut it up a little bit to get it in there because it just stood too tall to go in there with the way it came. But hey, they've done real well. Well, they're delicious. So if you get a chance to try some beef ribs in this thing, and if you don't have your Ninja FOODi, go out and get one because you're going to love it when you do. So until next time, y'all have a real good day now. Goodbye.